Mental toughness secret number 2. World-class wealth begins with world-class thinking.
If you got out of bed this morning and went to work because you wanted to, you are in control of money. If you got out of bed this morning because you had to, money is in control of you. Even in the wealthiest nation in the world, 99% of the population is being controlled by money. The effect is lack of money. The cause is thinking. Albert Einstein once said, "A problem cannot be solved at the level of consciousness in which it occurs." Knowing this, champions raise their level of consciousness by studying how the world class creates wealth. The middle class believes formal education is the answer to acquiring wealth. Yet very few academics are wealthy. They seek advanced degrees and certifications and are confounded when these things don't bring them riches. While the great ones are strong advocates of higher education, they don't believe it has much to do with acquiring money. The middle class trades time for money. The world class trades ideas that solve problems for money. Money flows like water from ideas. The middle class often scorns the world class out of frustration over a lack of money, yet the answer to earning more than they can spend has been in their lap their whole lives. Ideas. It's such a simple concept that the majority misses it. The poverty class talks about and regurgitates the past. The middle class talks about other people, and the world class talks about ideas. Professional performers know money doesn't care which direction it flows. They know the world will bend over backward to make them rich if it will help them solve their problems. About 150 years ago, Karl Marx was sure the working class as a whole would rise up and overcome oppression if they had a chance. What Marx didn't figure into the equation was the poverty-driven thought process of the people. Give people operating at middle-class consciousness $1 million opportunity, and they will find a way to make it back to the middle class. It's where their limited self-image tells them they belong. The difference has nothing to do with reality. It's all perception in the mind of the performer.
This is a totally different way of thinking about the process than many people are used to, and I'll give you a perfect example of that in this quote. Wealth is the product of a man's capacity to think. Ayn Rand said that way back, the famous author and philosopher. What exactly did she mean by that?
Well, it all comes down to thinking. And this is heavy stuff. You know, I was just thinking that. It's heavy stuff.
It is.
It all comes down to the root. I believe, Bill, after 20 years of studying this topic, the root for all of us is in our thoughts. It all stems from thoughts.
And questions, because the action step that you've put down here for this chapter once again asks a critical thinking question. At what level of monetary success do I feel most comfortable? A, poverty class. B, the middle class you just talked about. Or C, the world class you've already defined. Where you feel most comfortable reflects your self-image and most likely your current status. If you want to become wealthier, begin by raising your self-image by upgrading the self-talk you use regarding money and finances. If all you do is chase more money, you're simply attacking the effect. The cause is how you think, and if you improve the cause, the effect will take care of itself. That's what it's about, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Here's a world-class resource for you. Read a book called You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor, the Toronto Tornado, we call him.
He sure is.
Oh, he is. This man knows more about the mind-money connection than anyone alive. I study everything he produces like a scientist. You can learn more about Bob Proctor at www.bobproctor.com.
Give me that website once more.
www.bobproctor.com. bobproctor.com.